the 9 rites of the Munay-Ki come from the high Andes of Peru, and they were gifted to humanity starting in around 2006, at a time when a lot of the elders were starting to notice that the world needed healing and a lot of the youth weren't being called to the path any longer. So many of the elders started sharing this information with those who were seeking with a sincere heart. So a few years ago when I was in Peru, my partner and I received the Munay-Ki rites in the Sacred Valley. And these rites are meant to awaken and heal all of the wounds that we carry. There are several of the foundation rites that really seek to awaken our capacity to see and understand and know, as well as to help us to protect ourselves from the intensity of this crazy world we're living in. And then other rites help us to awaken our connection to our guides and to the divine feminine forces and the divine masculine forces and the angelic forces in the universe. And so these rites are taken as an initiation into healing ourselves so that we can become a greater healing presence in the world. So it's passed through an attunement similar in process to Reiki, although it looks quite different. But the rites themselves are not something that you work with as a practitioner. You don't apply it to someone else. It's something that you literally receive and allow to transform you. And then it affects everything else that you do. So if you're a massage therapist, it will come through in your hands. If you're a musician, like I'm a musician, it will come through in your voice and your message. Anything that you're already doing that is a force of healing in the world will be amplified through receiving these rites. It's awakened my understanding of how a lot of the stories that I've carried are connected to my ancestry, and how I can stand in this moment and work to heal those things so that I can move forward in my life and in this world, so that maybe those things will be able to be put away and we'll be able to live in a more enlightened way. I received one of the rites, the seer rite, way back in 2008. And at that time, I knew what the Munay-Ki rites were, and I wasn't really in Peru for that purpose, so I didn't really pursue any of the other ones. But in 2014, I received a very clear message that it was time for my partner and I to receive these rites because they were desperately needed, especially in this country. And so we went to Peru. We had actually just gotten married, and we went to Peru for a month-long honeymoon, and to visit all of our people there because it's our second home now. And but we went also with the intention of receiving those rites to be able to bring them back and share them with others. So there is, it's technically the 10th rite, but it's called the 13th rite, and it's the rite of the womb. And it's called the 13th rite because of the 13 moons. And it's meant to heal the womb of ourselves, for those of us who are women. It's meant to heal the womb of our mothers and our sisters and our daughters. It's meant to heal the womb of our Mother Earth. And so ultimately it's a powerful transmission. It actually comes from the Amazon, from the Shipibo communities. And it helps to initiate a force of healing in the divine feminine in all. And so it can be passed to both men and women, and the men who receive it, it's for the sake of healing their relationship with the feminine, whether that's within themselves or within their families. So the Rite of the Womb is something that we do entirely separately, and that is a half-day workshop, and we really weave in a lot of connection to like the divine feminine traditions from Native North and South America, as well as really connecting to the wounds in our own lineages that we carry in connection with the feminine.
That's beautiful.
So it's very deep, and we do it on its own. The 9 rites of the Munay-Ki take place over a weekend, usually a Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And it's a very intense process energetically, just receiving so much energy. But it's also very, very beautiful to be able to go so deep. And in addition to receiving the rites, we also share about the culture and about the elders that these rites come from, at least the ones that we know. And also just about the worldview of this part of the world and how we can take that into our own lives. And we also talk about how this tradition now interacts in our own culture, because everything that Leap's cultures transforms in its own way. So it's super beautiful, and it creates this little family kind of energy where we're all just going deep together and transforming ourselves. I always bring the guitar and the drum, and my partner always brings the ukulele and the drum. We can't possibly do it without including some medicine songs.
That would be so amazing.
I'm psyched too. We love offering this. It is such an intimate and beautiful thing, and we can't wait to bring this to your community here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and blessings and all of the rest of your tour.
Thank you. Blessings
Thank
to you
you,
as well.
Satnam.
Satnam.